Hi there, this is Sheena Rowlands and today I'm sharing with you my latest layout for Bramble Fox. And for this layout I'm using the HoHo Happy perspective and I'm going to use the Vicki Boutin Warm Wishes Christmas collection. There's two pieces of flowery paper there. I firstly cut those flowers off camera. I do them during a car journey with a tea towel on my knee to catch all the bits. Obviously I was the passenger, not the driver. And so I didn't make a mess in somebody else's car. So I've got all these flowers that I've cut out of not only the 12 by 12 but the 6 by 8 paper. So in my mind I want to make a central panel across the white 12 by 12 of using two of these pattern papers. I decide I'm going to tear them. I would like to say it was effortless, but as you can see it's not. Some people wet paper before they tear it to try and get it to tear along a certain line. I didn't do that for this. So I'm just trying to give it a torn edge, and obviously I want it to be I want it to be quite straight, but not, I didn't use a tearing ruler or anything like that. So I'm going to use this pinky pattern paper as the centerpiece to put my photograph on, and I'm going to back that in red. Now I could just tear off a couple of pieces and tuck them in behind the red, but actually I just tear a bigger piece instead. So while I'm just measuring all that up, I'm going to try and tear this. Oh, that looks like I did that quite freely, but I will probably just now chibble away at it. Because this red paper is quite dark on the back, I'm peeling off the back of some of the white bits, because you could still see the, I think it was a dark greenish colour on the back, and I didn't want that to show when it went against the white cardstock. Well, I think I'm finally happy with that, and it's time to start to build this layout up. So I want the perspective, the HoHo Happy, to go to the right of my photo, and I'm going to use these flowers mainly to create 3 clusters. They always say odd numbers are better, don't they? So I'm going to do 2 around the photo and 1 on the right hand side. I've also brought in some more embellishments from the collection, so I can add some layers in behind the photograph. And I've just got the 6 by 8 pad there as well, wondering whether I want to use some papers from that. I think I actually just use ephemera in the end. I do have a look at some of the papers, but I start tucking in lots of bits and pieces, and I cut a frame in half there so I can tuck in the black and gold either side of the photograph. So the reason for this layout, while my hands are busy, is that every year, either at the end of November or the start of December, my parents buy me a poinsettia or poinsettia, however you want to pronounce it. And this has become a tradition every year. I've never had one live for a whole year. I know people that have. I think generally I managed to limp them to about May, June time, when they completely literally got a couple of leaves left. But it's become the tradition at the start of my Christmas. And that's when I know that Christmas is coming, when I get given one of these by my parents. So it definitely deserves a layout. I've stuck off camera all the center column with the flowers and the layers there. And I decided that I actually wanted to add a little bit of ink to the cardstock just to help lift that center panel. So I've come in with a couple of shades of pink, oxide inks, and a brush. And I'm just going to literally add a line that the layout's going to go, so the center bit's going to go over the top. And I just keep repositioning it to make sure that I'm getting it in the right position. I don't want it too high, but it's just a bit of a pink haze. Next step, I've got a couple more inks there, and I come in with the Fox Cut Stencil 108, and that's got pine cones and like pine needles on it. And I'm going to use a couple of shades of greens there, and I'm going to add some leaves into the background of where the flowers are going to sit. And then I try and bring another darker colour in as well, to make sure I can get some depth with the stenciling. I would really recommend you check out the stencils at bramblefox.co.uk. Lots and lots of really versatile stencils. I know I'm going to be using this one a lot. This is number 108. and I'm now working out where I want to position it in this bottom left corner so that it's underneath the flowers around the photograph. Really easy to add another layer to your layouts by adding a little bit of ink. It is mixed media. I'm not getting dirty. There's no water involved. So if you like non-messy mixed media like I do, this would be absolutely perfect for you. So by not sticking down that central panel, it's making it much easier for me to come in with the stencil. And I'm going to apply that to all three places. I apologize because it's making the camera refocus every time I move things a lot, but I'm just going to check out that top one, bringing it a little bit closer to me just so I can see what I'm doing with that brush. I do find the brushes make it really easy not to go over the edges of a stencil, and I'm just tapping off the strongest ink on the piece of scrap paper before I actually apply it to the layout, just to stop me getting any harsh lines or any harsh colour. And these greens are going over the pink really well. So I like the way that is looking, and I will then need to just finish off and add some embellishments. So I'm just going to add a little bit more greenery into the clusters, and some of the die cuts I'm actually cutting in half just so that I can tuck in and just get them to literally flow out from the layout over the stenciling. I'm tucking another one there in on the right, and then I should be pretty much happy with those. I do recommend you check out all the new autumn and winter perspectives. There's lots and lots of new supplies going into the shop, so do keep checking back because there's some really cute things that will keep appearing, and I know you'll find something that you really like. So I've stuck this down now to the cardstock. I'm just going to add a little bit of foam on the back of my perspective just to lift it up over the photo cluster. So I've just cut some foam pads there, and then I will get that stuck into place. And even with the pink paper, I feel like the pink perspective still pops, particularly now I've raised it up, and I'm just going to add in some gold stars that were also in the Vicki Boutin Warm Wishes collection. And I'm just going to add them around each of the cluster and the photograph. I don't feel it needs too much more because with the busy paper as well. So I'm just going to get some of those stuck into place. I had the final few stars off camera and everything's now stuck down. So I just bring in some Nuvo drops in a gold. I just test it on a piece of scrap there. And I'm going to add that to the center of all of the red flowers, just to give a bit more gold, because you can't go wrong with a bit of gold on a Christmas layout, and also just to add another texture. So I'll put it aside somewhere safe to dry, and there is the finished layout. Thank you so much for watching. Do check out these new perspectives in store, and we hope to see you here again real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.